So a few weeks ago, a post went viral online from a woman named Bevelyn Williams, who claimed that she was being sentenced to 3 years in prison by the Biden-Harris administration for unlawful assembly. Although she conveniently didn't provide any additional information, she did include a video of her husband parroting her claims that she's only being locked up because of Biden and Harris. The Biden/Harris administration has made my husband a single father today. I am on my way to turn myself into federal prison, where I am scheduled to serve 3 years in federal prison for unlawful assembly. Share this and make mothers and fathers of this nation aware of what's going on.
So right now, I'm about to drive my wife to a federal facility. She has to surrender herself there. And this is due to the Harris-Biden administration.
The post quickly garnered attention online, where people were outraged at the evil Biden-Harris administration for swooping in and locking up this poor mother that was just standing around minding her own business. But as you can probably guess, there's more to this story, so let's take a closer look and see what actually happened, shall we? First of all, Williams is an anti-abortion activist who seems to get her kicks out of filming herself harassing the staff at abortion clinics and posting the videos online. She also has quite the rap sheet, with arrests dating back to 2009, with one in April of 2010 for felony larceny and another a few months later for assault with a deadly weapon. But that was 14 years ago, and people are capable of changing, right? I'm sure she's a perfectly calm, reasonable member of society these days. Tell you what, how about we take a peek at what she's been doing a bit more recently to get a better sense of where her head's at.
People, the black don't have to care about black people. Refund the police! Refund the police! Refund the police! Refund the police! Fuck you! Refund the police! Fuck devil! Devil! Refund the police! 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 Jesus matter! Jesus matter! We will never support Black Lives Matter! We will never support it! We will never support it! We will never support it!
Well, she seems nice. I'm starting to think this has less to do with the Biden administration and more to do with her charming personality. Oh yeah, and by the way, the stunt that landed her this prison sentence happened in 2020 during Trump's administration, not Biden's. She's also been arrested again since then for blocking access to yet another abortion clinic in Nashville. It's starting to seem like old Bev and her hubby aren't the innocent victims of a weaponized justice system like they're making themselves out to be. But repeating that little narrative on right-wing propaganda podcasts like InfoWars sure has helped them line their pockets with a Give, Send, Go they set up, raking in almost $300,000. So let's take a look at what she actually did that finally landed her behind bars for the next 3.5 years. Statement from the United States Attorney's Office. According to evidence admitted at trial and other public filings and statements made in court, on June 19, 2020 and June 20, 2020, Williams threatened to use force against patients and staff members at a reproductive health center located in Lower Manhattan, the health center, and blocked patients and staff members from accessing the health center. In one instance, as captured on video, Williams pressed her body against the door of the health center's patient's entrance and refused to move, preventing a health center volunteer from entering the center. As a health center staff member, victim 1, never a good sign when somebody is identified as victim in court filing, attempted to open the door for the volunteer. Williams purposely leaned against the door, crushing victim 1's hand. Victim 1 yelled, "She's crushing my hand," but Williams remained against the door, trapping victim 1's hand and injuring it. Williams live-streamed some of her conduct on June 19th and June 20th, 2020 on social media account. On the livestream on June 19th, 2020, Williams stood within inches of the health center's chief administrative officer and threatened to terrorize this place and warned that "We're gonna terrorize you so good, your business is gonna be over, mama." Similarly, Williams stood within inches of a health center security officer and threatened war. Williams also stated that she would act by any means necessary. In addition, Williams' conduct in Manhattan on multiple other occasions from at least 2019 to 2022, Williams and others intimidated and interfered with individuals seeking to obtain or provide reproductive health services at other health clinics across the country, including in Florida, Tennessee, Georgia, and Brooklyn, New York. For example, in January 2022, Williams traveled to a health center in Fort Myers, Florida, where she directed other individuals to block health center entrances. As a result of the blockade, medical staff was delayed in treating at least a dozen patients, 3 of whom were scheduled for time-sensitive procedures that could have resulted in bleeding, infection, or significant pain without timely treatment. In addition, in July 2022, Williams invaded a health center in Atlanta, Georgia, where she screamed through the door at patients attempting to enter the facility until they were forced to leave. Among other things, Williams shouted that she'd go to jail before letting patients enter the facility for an abortion, and that she was not afraid to get arrested. Having regrets, are we? Kinda convenient that her hubby neglected to mention any of those details in his little video. So turns out that this isn't a case of the Biden administration picking on an innocent black mother. It's actually just a repeat offender who has repeatedly used violence and intimidation to force her own beliefs onto other people, finally getting held accountable for her actions. Literal fuck around and find out meme.